What's up, YouTube? This is Roy.
And this is Joey.
We're from Third Duelist, and we're going to be doing our top 5 spells of the October 2014 format. To get started with, my number 5, I have Dimensional Fissure. It's a really, really good card. It stops a lot of decks that are graveyard dependent. It's really good against the meta, and if you can run it, you should. This card is really, really amazing. So, number 5 is Dimensional Fissure.
Alright, my number 5 is Book of Moon. And while it may not be as powerful this format as it has been in the past, I feel like it's still a really strong card, and you can use it to stop Xyz plays, stop Synchro plays. It's just really versatile. You can use it for use it in so many different ways. I feel like it's still a really powerful card.
Alright, number 4, I have MST, Nightbeam, Back Row Destruction. You really need this in this format. Cliff Orts are even maining the Nightbeams, so that's why I have them on the list. You need to get rid of that back row to make your plays go through. You need to get rid of those emptiness and the skill drains, so MST, Nightbeam are number 4 for me.
My number 4 is also Back Row Destruction, but I'm also throwing in the Forbidden cards like Dress, Lance, things like that. Just general protection along the same vein where you don't want your opponent's back row screwing up your plays, so you want to protect it by either getting rid of it with MSTs or Nightbeams and things like that, or having the Dress or Lance set or in hand so you can play it when they do activate their back row. Also, I'd like to point out the Dress is better than Lance because Lance just protects from spells and traps, and Dress protects from targeting and destruction, and almost all monster effects target that aren't Tiramisu, Black Rose, or Exciton, and Dress is way better.
Alright, number 3, I have Creature Swap. Not very many decks are maining this, but I think it's a really good side deck choice. And if you can run a deck that has low attack monsters, you could even main this card. It's really annoying when I have somebody play it against me, and I just think it's a really, really good card, especially if you can make a huge board and then your opponent takes your stuff and you can't really do anything about it. So it's a really annoying card, and it works out really well if you play it right. So number 3, I have Creature Swap.
That's only on there because I played Frog Monarchs for a little bit, and he was salty about me giving him the Treeborn Frog. But anyway, my number 3 is Dimensional Fissure. I have it at number 3 because you just auto win against certain decks with it. If they don't have the MST, like the Burning Abyss and Shaddoll matchup, they just can't play because no graveyard. So I have it on here. It's 3 for me because you can't play it and everything, like Roy said. But if you can play it, you have to play it because it's just a game-breaking card.
At number 2, I have Raigeki and Dark Hole. Well, Destruction is not really the best this format because Burning Abyss plus off of it, and so do Yang Tsings.
And Shaddolls.
And Shaddolls. You still need it to break certain boards. You need it to push for the last bit of damage you can get. And overall, they're still really good cards. So I have Raigeki and Dark Hole at number 2.
My number 2 is Raigeki, but for Dark Hole, I'd say 2.5. I'd put it Dark Hole at like 2.5 because Raigeki is a superior card. So I feel like I need to explain this because people don't play these cards, and I don't understand why. Okay, Raigeki, while it doesn't advance your game state, it doesn't generate advantage for you. It sets your opponent back, which in itself is warranted. Just destroy all your opponent's stuff just because I mean, Dark Hole, you're not going to have a board when you play it most of the time. And it's with Vanities at 3, it's an out to the Vanities board, which is just where they're going to make a huge board and then flip the Vanities, so you're not allowed to play anymore. So you just Raigeki, clear the thing. Even if everything floats, the Vanities is still going to go, and it's just a really good card, and I don't understand why people wouldn't play it.
At number 1, shouldn't be a surprise, is Soul Charge. Sad that it went to 1, and kind of needed to, but still a really, really good card, and so I have Soul Charge at number 1.
My number 1's also Soul Charge because it's a really busted card. I was so sad when it went to 1 because I couldn't play 3 and Sylvans anymore, and that was so much fun. But Soul Charge needed the hit. It's Monster Reborn on steroids. Life points don't matter, and it's just really powerful card. I feel like it's the best spell in the game by far, and almost you should be playing it no matter what, in my opinion.
Alright, thanks for watching. Don't forget to click like and subscribe.